fifth installment on this Dolphin series, and it's a little bit of an update maybe, and I wanted to show you how I did the eyes of the dolphin, and it's going to be brief, I hope, unless I ramble on. In my mind, and I think it's pretty well accepted, that Intarsia is simply using woods in their natural color and state to produce a photograph, to produce a picture without the enhancements of paints and stains and all that other kind of stuff. Now I know a lot of people use stains and paints and they still call it Intarsia. Okay, that's fine, call it what you want. In my mind, Intarsia is simply using woods, or for that matter, I think Intarsia was originally started off as something that was some kind of cloth or quilting or something where you did something with fabric. There is that also. But all I want to do is explain that on the backing, I did stain the background of it. It was made out of a hardwood plywood, and I stained that dark so it would help maybe bring out some of the colors of the actual sea life. So I'm admitting to that. I did stain that. The only other thing that I did that wasn't just true wood coloration was on the eyes, the actual eyes itself, the eyes themselves. I read or I heard somewhere the way somebody had made an eye for one of these things, and I kind of liked the idea, so I tried it. I want to show you that. So basically, there are going to be a couple of segments here, maybe 2 or 3 segments on the eye, and then a little bit of an update of where we're at right now. And then the only thing left is to show you the finished project and go over it a little bit, and that'll be. So this will be episode 5, and the finished one will be episode 6, and then I'm done. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and I'll show you first. I'll show you where we're at with the project, and then I'm going to show you the how I did the eyes. And it's not really long or complicated, neither one of those. Okay, so take a look at these, and I'll be back. Okay, I'm going to try to do this from behind the camera, so I'm going to try to do it just looking in the little screen on the camera, but we'll see how that goes. Anyway, the way I make the eyes for the dolphins is I found a little piece of scrap wood like this. This is just a little piece of plywood, and here you see 2 different holes. The larger dolphin has a slightly larger eye, obviously, and then or the closer dolphin has a bigger eye, so that's why there's 2. And these holes are standardized dowel rod size. This is the little one, and I have a big one somewhere, but I'm not going to bring it out. I'm just going to show you in the little one. So anyway, you find some sort of scrap wood. You drill your a hole that fits your dowel rods at the size that you want for the eye. You insert that in here, and then you bring it through to wherever, how deep you want to make it. I usually bring it out about like that, and I guess I should have done this ahead of time, but then you round over the edges to make it sort of a round eyeball shape, maybe. If you understand what I mean by that. So you round it over, you shape it, and it doesn't take too long. It's dowel rods are pretty soft wood, but anyway, do it until you're happy. I'm happy with this to show how I did this. So you put it in there and round it over, and then what I used was a wood burner. I think it's hot enough now, and I just burn around the edges. Okay, I'll probably edit this a little bit. So you burn it. Okay, that looks about right. And then what I would do after I get it burnt is I take it to the bandsaw or handsaw, whatever, and then you cut it off. And I'll show you that just a second. I'm not going to show you that. You know, you just take it and you cut that off, and then you insert this into your Intarsia project, or your whatever project you're working on, down to about like that. And it looks like an eye. So anyway, it's a pretty quick and easy way to do it. It's a way to get a true black color for the eye. I don't know if I'd use it on a very large part, but it's worked for me. And then when I show you the eye in the Intarsia project itself, this is how it was done. Okay, so there you go. That's the way I did the eye. Okay, so that's how I did the eye. Now we'll take a look at how I did, or an update, a little bit of an update, and show you a little something else, and then we'll call it done for this one. And then I promise the next one is the last one in the series. The next one will be number 6. This is number 5. So hope you enjoyed the series. And to my grandkids, there's one more to go, and then you'll be able to see the finished project. Okay. So take a look at this, and then I'll see you next time. So here's where we're at so far. I've got this part cut out and glued together. The shaping is pretty well done, but I may do some more at the end. But right now we got that cut out, we got this cut out, and it fits in there pretty well. And of course we have this little guy. And I have these. And let me show you how it goes. It goes like that. And where does this go? It goes in here somewhere, right there. And these go over here like this. This is yellow heart up here. That's the name of the wood. And it goes like that. And then what I'm working on now is this piece, which actually goes right in here, like that. And then I have these two pieces, which you can tell are cut exactly alike. Okay, and originally I was going to use this, and it goes right here. But this piece of wood and that piece of wood are both red, even though it's slightly different if you look at it from here. And this is actually the prettier piece of red. I think this is the Fadouk. And this is an unknown red variety. I don't know what it is, but so I looked at that and I thought, well, that's not really, doesn't stand out. There's nothing interesting going on there. So I took that out and I found this piece of wood, which is some sort of zebra wood, it looks like. And I think that is more contrasty. I don't know if you can see it or not, but that looks a little more contrasty. And that means it stands out. So I'm going to not use that. I'm going to use this piece. And after I get that done, I got to do the sanding. And these are really difficult. Both of these pieces are really difficult as far as sanding goes, because they don't work real well on the large sander, the Guinevere sander, the one that spins sideways. There are all these little bits and pieces. Now, on some of it, I can use the Dremel tool. I can get into some of this stuff with the Dremel, but a lot of this is going to have to be done by hand, using little files and sandpaper and whatever I can get down in these little cracks. So this is going to take, these pieces are going to take quite a while. And then, of course, then we'll have to start on the Dolphins as far as finishing those off. But right now I wanted to get the seabed done first, and then work on the Dolphins at the end. Get those guys to fit in there as well as I can. Okay, so that's kind of the way we are right now, or where I'm at right now. And the next time I'll probably have all of this together, glued together, and hopefully these parts sanded, and then we'll start looking at the Dolphins. Okay, so I'll see you next time.